Particles of Soul 328. So something a little different tonight. It's Lily joining us. I won a tarot deck that I've been wanting for a long time from a fellow reader, Kyle of Cups. If you don't watch or follow him, I suggest you go and subscribe to his YouTube channel. I will leave his info somewhere, description box, comments, wherever I'm posting this. He's wonderful. His energy is really, really upbeat and kind, and he is very knowledgeable. He does weekly zodiacal, just spiritual guidance readings that are typically easy to follow, and he knows his stuff. So I highly suggest him, and thank you, Kyle, for this beautiful deck. I'm so excited to unbox this. That's what I'm going to do. Never done an unboxing. I was guided to do it, so I said, okay. And I got this deck yesterday, and I've been holding on to it, and as I wanted to share it with you guys. So delayed gratification is not my forte, so I'm really proud of myself for hanging on to it. I really wanted to dive into these last night, but I wasn't in the mood to videotape anything last night, or record anything last night, aging myself. And so without further ado, I'm going to unbox the Star Tarot. And I dug into the plastic last night just to not torture you guys, because I would pick at it without getting scissors or anything, because that's how my brain works. So I did that much, but let's go ahead and rip it open. And the box itself is just the energy off of these cards. I'm so excited. They're profoundly just esoteric and filled with mysticism and numerology, symbology. They're just, I mean, even just the box with, the hermit standing there and the owl with the lantern, and so it's hermit energy, and then the star is obviously Aquarius energy. But the box itself is just beautiful. And it's continue along your path of self-discovery through cosmic symbolism with the second edition of the Star Tarot. So here's the back with a little bit of the artistry on it. The box itself is magnetic. It's big, the box. And it's just gorgeous. It reminds me of just a book, like an ancient book. It just feels deep and dense with wisdom, and let's dive into it. So I'm going to open it up, and the first thing is the guidebook, which is, oh wow, big and thick, and I mean, this thing is like half an inch thick. Wow, very impressive. And then you have the cards below, just nicely in their own little, starting with the Fool. I've wanted this deck for so long. Oh, they're gilded edges, so beautiful. They have the little plasticky thing. Let's take that off. And then here's the back. And they're nice weight, just not too thin, and they're like perfect. It's like not too thin, but thin enough where you can shuffle them pretty easily. Let's try that. They are a little bit bigger, longer in my hand. I have small hands, so they are a little bit longer than what I'm used to. That'll be a little challenging, shuffling the whole thing at once, I believe. Let's see. Oh. All right, let's see how yeah, they are a little challenging to shuffle. Not gonna lie. I might have to do them in, oh, okay, not so bad. I might have to do them in sections, but yeah, but they're really nice. And then the guidebook is just, oh, it's in color. Wow. And I opened to the Seven of Wands. Wow. It's very, very impressive. I'm just excited to dive into it, and it gives like spreads in the back. Destiny spread, that's a new one for me. A bibliography of I guess just all the symbology and where they get it from. This deck has numerology, symbology. I'm really excited to dive into it. I'm almost, it has a yes-no spread, a focus spread. And then it just goes through the different cards, and let's see if there's anything different in the beginning. Here's the major arcana, the beginning of the major arcana. Yeah, it's got a foreword and acknowledgements, and it's even got a table of contents, which is nice. So far, it's very impressive. I'm excited to use it. In fact, I might just pause this for a second and then pull a card for us just to see where their energies are at. So let me do that really quick. Hang on. I'll be back. Hi, I actually had to start a new video because by the time I got back, it wasn't long, but it had just stopped. So I had to start a new one. So I shuffled the cards, and I am just gonna pull some energy for the collective and see what we get from these the Star Tarot deck. So thanks for sitting through my unboxing. I hope I wasn't too boring. I get all caught up like a little kid, and I forget that I'm recording, so I get stuck sometimes. So let's dive into these beautiful cards. And bear with me, I've never used them. This is the first, so I don't know where I'll be guided, if I'm guided to read out of the book, or if I'm guided to just read, or intuitively, symbolically, both. I never know, so bear with me. Yeah, I'm a little nervous. It's like the first time. I usually kind of break them in by myself first, so this is the first time I've shared a new deck with the collective. So welcome. I'm glad you're here. And Spirit, what energies are surrounding the collective right now? What do we need to know right now? What energies are surrounding us? That's no surprise. Hang on and I'll share. Because we got the devil. I think we got this in the last reading that I did. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of stuff going on right now. There's I'll read this card quickly, and then actually just get a small spread first and then read it from there. But there's a lot going on with this card. First off, some of you are going through dark nights of the soul. Be kind to yourself, gentle with yourselves, get rest, hydrate, protect your energies, journal, whatever tools you need that you use to keep yourself grounded, and shield yourself from the outside chaos of what's going on. There's a lot of shame here. Shame isn't ours to carry. It's conditioned, it's projected onto us from a very young age sometimes. And then as we, go on, it's projected onto us just in life experiences in general. And sometimes we don't even realize we take in words from other people or actions from other people, and we take them on as our own, that we somehow deserved it or asked for it, and that's just not the case. So forgive yourself Unentangle yourself, I'm hearing, from that shame. There's meditations all over YouTube that are highly powerful. Cutting cords, releasing yourself of shame, and inner child work, any of that. I highly recommend. You have love surrounding you, and just hold on to your light where you can. Go into gratitude, and soon things will be shown to you. Soon you will find your voice. This is another kind of little pocket of energy that's coming through for someone. Just soon the darkness will be lit up again. So just hold on to hope and find gratitude where you can. Things aren't as they seem. They're not as dark as they seem. They never are. Life goes in cycles, and it's important that you learn to go with the flow instead of letting the wave drown you. Just, tread water when you're guided, float when you're guided, actually swim when you're guided. Other times dive deeper and find treasures there, and then surface again. It's a cycle. It's a cycle just like that, just like an ocean. It can be overwhelming. So actually, just for this, they're guiding me really different in this reading. So I'm actually guided to get guidance for this particular card and what I just read. So Spirit, what is the guidance for the collective right now regarding these energies? What is the guidance? What is the guidance? Any guidance for... Hang on, I'm hearing something. It's coming in. Take your time. Go slow. Sometimes the answers don't come right away when you expect them, when you want them. It's divine timing. Divine timing is at play. Things are shifting. Things are shifting and crumbling so that new, beautiful, light-filled foundations can be rebuilt or built from nothing, from the rubble, anew, is what I'm hearing. Whew, these are powerful energies. Stand strong. Believe in yourself. Just keep going within and find yourself, is what I'm hearing. Is that the guidance, Spirit, or do you have guidance? Is there any guidance? Okay. Wow. These are powerful energies. I knew I felt it. You have the King of Wands. Look at that artwork. These cards are gorgeous. The Ace of Cups. And the High Priestess. Isn't she beautiful? I could take hours just reading each of these cards. The Ace of Cups. There's a new beginning in love, whatever that means for you, whether it be romantic, platonic, maybe you have soul family coming in, maybe you have stepped outside and lost people recently, either metaphorically or physically. Either people have died or people have moved on from your life, or you have left people behind that no longer resonate. Soon love will be replaced. Your cup will be overflowing. This lotus I'm being drawn to, a lotus is grown out of mud. Thick, sludgy, dark, dense mud, and it comes and it grows, and it's it unfurls its petals is what I'm hearing, and it just basically its face to the sky, to the sun, right? It's peace will soon be a part of your life. Peace and love and harmony and joy and play. Whew, okay. The High Priestess, there's a web behind her. You know, spiders weave their home. They weave their dreams. They don't go chasing their dreams. They don't go chasing their sustenance. It comes to them. They call it in energetically. Things get caught in the web, right? And then they sense that something is there and they go and get it. But only then, when it's there at, sorry, it's all coming in so quickly. When it's there in their web, they feel the energetics of it, right? The frequency of the little critter moving around. And then they go and get it. They don't go searching out their food, their sustenance, in symbology, spiders weave webs, they weave dreams, they're dream weavers. And the High Priestess is full of darkness, but magical darkness, not evil darkness. You know, dark and light, the balance, right? Dark, light. And she is just waiting in the dark for nudges. See the web behind her? For nudges of what's coming into her. It's kind of like this Ace of Cups. There's something coming in, something beautiful, something harmonious, but it's not quite there yet. You're waiting for it. And not waiting in the sense of not doing anything or you're stuck and stagnant. It's you're going through a process of the devil, the dark night of the soul, and you are sensing that there's something on the horizon, something light, something bright, something beautiful, but it's not quite there. And the High Priestess is here to tell you it is there, you're right. Your senses are right. If you're psychically gifted and you sense that energetically, you're right. This is a validation. So just go with divine timing. Be patient. It will soon come in. And then the King of Wands is going to show up, because the King of Wands is powerful, passionate, full of creativity and strength. And this guy is, I mean, creativity is going to flow. If you have new ideas, some of you have new ideas for, I don't know, master classes I'm hearing, or new paintings, new songs, new poems, new projects. They're all going to come to the surface. They're all going to come to fruition once you get out of this darkness. Right now, things are ruminating. Things are the devil, the dark night of the soul. Things are ruminating. Things are shifting and growing and processing inside you. And in divine timing, they will surface like the lotus from the darkness. They will surface and show themselves in reality. But until then, it's time to just weave your web. When you get ideas, take those steps to bring them to fruition. But the path isn't clear yet. So this reading is kind of all over the place. whoever you are, it's important that you get grounded and stay there. You have so many beautiful ideas, but an idea is just that until you take the action steps to make it move forward, to make it come to fruition, come to the surface, come to the 3D life, right? Until then, it's just a dream in the 5D world. And whoever this is, your genius, your brilliance, but it's important that you ground so you can make your dreams come to reality. I'm getting dizzy. It's like you're heady, that's a weird word. You're giddy you're simultaneously giddy. This energy is all over the place. Bear with me. You're simultaneously giddy and playful, and yet you're still one foot in the darkness of that dark night of the soul. It's like a butterfly that is just pushing its way out of that cocoon, and it wants to fly so badly, right? It's got new wings, it's excited. But if it takes off too quickly, it could lose its bearing. It could fall into the ground and get stomped on or eaten by birds or anything. It's important that you stay put right now and let yourself process all the way out of this dark night of the soul. It's important that you let yourself process in this cocoon. Let your wings dry and spread fully before you try to fly. There's pieces that are missing, I'm hearing. You don't have all the answers yet. So it's important to continuously go inward and ask yourself what your next steps are. Ask your guides, your spirit guides. I typically, seek archangels or animal spirits or even my ancestors. That's who I work with. I work with those kind of spirit guides, ascended masters, Jesus, Buddha, Mary Magdalene, Kali, Isis, both. Ask your spirit guides what you need to know for next, what you can do to move yourself forward, what you need to learn in this dark time that will be beneficial to you on the other side. Because if you come out too quickly, the light's going to blind you, right? Just like coming out of a cave after an inordinate, can't even say it. They're giving me strange words tonight. Inordinate amount of time. If you don't have sunglasses on, it can blind you, right? So there's a reason for dark nights of the soul. They're super uncomfortable. They are, but they're so necessary to come back to self, to come back home to yourself, to learn about yourself fully, things that you didn't know before, things that are important for your growth and for your future. So just take it moment by moment and know that I'm hearing this too shall pass. Get still and know. Somebody here is like old school, like maybe you're into religion too and you're having a hard time, as well as spirituality, and maybe you're having a hard time making that transition. I actually went through that myself. I grew up Christian, non-denominational, and I've had several, but I had a huge dark night of the soul back in like 2018 to 19 for a few months. And when I came through the other side, God started showing up to me differently. It was like God shut down my system and rebooted me with a new operating system. That's kind of how I explain it. And I knew things coming through that I didn't know before. And my mind and my heart were open My soul remembered things that it didn't before, that my human part didn't remember, right? We're a soul in a human body having a human experience. And my soul knew, our soul knows, it's all subconscious until it's brought to the forefront of our conscious mind and we're aware and awake and enlightened. And so I started being guided to different places that I'd never been guided before, like to read the Emerald Tablets, which is an ancient Egyptian text and thousands of years older than the Bible even. And, you know, that kind of clashed with my Christian beliefs. And a lot of my Christian beliefs were conditioned in patriarchy. And that's another video for another time. But, you know, if you're interested in any of this, leave me comments. I'm happy to do videos on them. Reach out. It's what I do now. I'm a spiritual mentor. So if you need help with what your gifts are, what your life purpose is, what your path is, and even next steps on it, you know, how do you even know things? Or I remember kind of having to navigate my enlightenment, my spiritual awakening by myself. I found a lot of things by myself. And then as I grew, I was given different beautiful mentors that were very super helpful, but it would have been a lot less painful had I had someone like me that's been through it to turn to. So it's what I do now. So reach out. I'm happy to connect with you. This is my passion. It's my purpose. So before I go, there's a lot here, and whoever you are, you're beautiful. You have gifts. You're powerful. This has been showing up a lot in my readings lately. Same collective. I feel like I'm speaking to just a very small collective tonight, though. I feel like it's very small, just a handful. So either the major part of the collective that started this message moved on, or I don't know, but there's certain ones of you that are kind of still behind, not behind as in less than, just you're still in the same or similar place that you were in. And this is actually what you're feeling. You feel like, because none of that is true. You're not in the same place. You are not behind. You're shifting and growing every day if you're doing this work, whether it feels like it or not. Sometimes, you know, we grow in a spiral, right? And if you liken it to a spiral staircase that goes upward, sometimes you feel like you haven't gotten anywhere until you look back and see how far you've come. And, you know, a spiral moves out slowly this way and untangles itself, right? And sometimes, again, it looks like you're stuck and stagnant and in one place, that you're marching just in a circle. When you're not, you're marching in a spiral outward. Transitioning, moving forward, even though it doesn't feel like it. So give yourself grace and know that you are making progress. You aren't being left behind. It's important to go through this part, even as insufferable. I'm not quite getting, I don't understand what they're trying to tell me here. Hang on. Suffering in silence, I'm hearing. Some of you might be suffering in silence, but know that you're not alone. There's a difference between silence and being alone, and you're not alone, although it feels like that sometimes. This is a very, very strange reading. I'm just guided to ask, Spirit, is there anything else we need to know tonight? Is there anything else for this collective? I'm hearing a light in the dark. And that's what gratitude is, right? When you... Oh, it landed right on my knee. It just kind of flew out and went boink and landed right on my knees. Wow. Like, let's turn it over and see what it is. But something got my thought. I was saying something and I got interrupted because of that. Something profound is going to bring you out of your monkey mind. You're going to be in a thought pattern, a thought process that's old school. That's an old pattern that you're trying to rid yourself of, you're trying to grow out of, you're trying to shift and process and alchemize out of. And something profound is going to land in your lap and shift that. So have faith. Ooh, that was a cool message. Okay. And it's the Prince of Wands. Look at this card. Look how beautiful. Talk about profound. Talk about beautiful. The rainbow and is that a unicorn? It's a unicorn. Magic and strength with the lion. Is so much symbology here. The sun. And so the Prince of Wands, I believe, is the page. Because I've seen the king. Strength, the emperor. 10 of Pentacles. King. Okay, let me just look it up really quick. Sorry. Talk about monkey minds. I have a neurodivergent brain and it gets stuck sometimes. Thinking instead of taking the easy way out, I could just look it up in the table of contents. No, let me go through every single card in the deck until I find. I love my brilliant mind. Okay, it just works differently sometimes. Let's see. Court cards. Queen, King, Knight. Yes, Prince and Princess are the pages. So, this is new energy. Like I just said, something new is going to be plopped in your lap. Something profound. I mean, this card, it's just, it's important to stay grounded. If you are in touch with your chakras, your energy centers, what those mean, if you want to know, again, reach out. I can help you. Keep those balanced. Keep them turned on. Keep them balanced. Keep them clear. Clear out your energy. You're gaining confidence as you go through this process. You're gaining confidence. His solar plexus right here, I'm being drawn to like the solar plexus. Life force energy, right? It's freeing and it's powerful and it's amazing. There's butterflies, the transformation sunflowers that you're going to go through is profound. So please don't give up. Keep going. And just know that this is, you're going to go from the devil energy and shame and the darkness, but there's light right behind you if you turn around. You're just untangling all of it, right? There's love here, there's light, and soon there will be this. That's what you have to look forward to. Play and strength and confidence and magic and beauty and joy. And the Seven of Wands is at the bottom. Oh, and if you watched I'm going to try to figure out how to edit to where I can, because this is a separate video from my unboxing video, and I was supposed to just pause it and it go together, but it ended up being a separate video. When I opened the guidebook, I opened to the Seven of Wands. So go back and watch that video and you'll see it, because it's magical. The Seven of Wands, so I'm just hearing, stand your ground, protect yourself, find your strength, find your power, go into your heart. And he's got his hand on his heart. solar plexus area, kind of. It's more his heart, though. And you're finding yourself, beautiful soul. That's what this is. It's a metamorphosis. You're becoming a butterfly. So keep going and know that you're not alone. I love you so much. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for your patience. And Lily says night. Sweet dreams. And we'll talk soon. Thank you so much for your support and everything. I appreciate it. If my messages resonate with you, I would love new subscribers. I would love comments. I look at them, I answer them. Anything. If you want a personal reading, my information's in the description box and pinned in the comments. So I welcome any of those too. I love doing personal readings. So, collective readings are more widespread energy, right? Many different people as opposed to just kind of one-on-one. So be well, and I love you. We'll talk soon. Peace.